Good afternoon guys, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today we're doing a walk around video of our 2013 200 series Landcruiser GXL. We're going to start at the front of this car, walk our way around the outside, then we're going to sit inside and go through the interior as well. So looking at the front, we do have that iconic Toyota front end that you do find on all the 200 series Landcruisers. The Toyota Landcruiser is just an iconic car that you can cruise across the country in and just is really reliable. With a V8 diesel engine on the inside, towing larger caravans and trailers becomes an absolute breeze with these cars. Looking across here, we do have these really nice big bright styled headlights with indicators right on the side here, mounted high up the car so you can actually have good warning when you're approaching roundabouts and gardens. Really good vision for your turn signals as well. Bit of chrome around the outside of the grille here to break it up with a nice big Toyota badge in the center here. Bit of a broken up venting along the bottom there to help get more cool air to the front radiator as well, and a spot down here for some fog lights if you would like to mount them, or even if you do remove the car and fit a nice big bull bar to it, it's got plenty of room for that on the front end as well. This car is in the really nice grey colour. As you can see, as the sun hits across here, it does have a really nice texture to the paint. It does feel smooth to the touch, but the texture in the light shine is really good. Moving down from that down here, we do have brand new tyres fitted to this car as well, with our first premium alloy wheel being absolutely fantastic condition. They are 17-inch alloy wheels as well. Moving down the side of the car, there is a little bit of a scratch just here, but not much to be too concerned about, just a little bit behind the wheel arch there. And as we move back up, we do have our colour-coded side mirrors here with built-in side indicators as well. And moving down the side of the car, the way that textured paint does sparkle is absolutely fantastic. Colour-coded door handles here, a bit of wear on our button. This does have a keyless entry and start. A couple of light scratchings behind here, possibly from a wedding ring. Nice side step along the bottom as well. One thing I'm very surprised about with this car is you'll see it does have privacy glass, but it doesn't have front window tinting. So I'd probably get tint put on this car as well, especially going to be cruising around the country. Moving down to the next door, you'll see how big this car is. I'm about 6'1". It's about as tall as, probably a little bit taller than me actually. There aren't many cars that are much bigger than me. Moving down now to our second premium alloy wheel with a brand new tyre. Once again, 17-inch alloy wheel in absolutely fantastic condition. Diesel filler cap here on the driver's side makes it easy access. Moving around to the back, we got our nice big Landcruiser badging across the back here with our GXL and V8 badge. We do have a nice tow bar fitted to this car as well. When you open up the back of this car, being a 7-seater, the seats do come all the way to the back, but because of the sizing of this, we do have this really nice setup where you can open up both up and down. We've got a bit of a cover here for when we remove our tow bar. A bit of a rubber protection as well, and our floor mat's fitted just inside here. When these seats do fold down, you do get a really nice, let's see if I can do it here. There we go, and then they actually fold up sideways, really opening up the back of the boot there, and you do have an ample amount of leg space as well. So closing this down, just give it a little push. We do have a reverse camera fitted to this model as well to make backing up to a trailer and getting your hitch lined up absolutely fantastic to do, really easy. Moving around now to the passenger side, having a look now at this third alloy wheel, and once again new tyre and just as good as condition as the first. Moving down the passenger side, I can't really see much going on here, just maybe the odd stone chip into the front of the door, but nothing to be too concerned about. This car presents in absolutely fantastic condition on the outside, especially for the age and Ks that this vehicle has. Looking down now, once again, we found our first little bit of damage. There's a little bit of a rash here to our alloy wheel, but otherwise all the wheels are in absolutely fantastic condition with brand new tyres, something to consider as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to pop the bonnet. We're going to have a look at our V8 diesel engine. So bonnet release is just here on the driver's side, coming around to the front, and it's just towards the side here. Lifted up gas struts. We do have our high mounted intercooler here. So what this does is it actually pulls in cool air from the front of the bonnet. If we just pan the camera up, pulls the cool air from the front of the bonnet here and delivers it straight to the top of the intercooler, helping the turbo diesel really function at its absolute best and just really utilizing all the space in the engine bay the best that it can. This car does produce 195 kilowatts of power and 650 newton meters of torque. Despite this car being so big as well and being a V8, it does average 10.3 litres per 100 Ks, which is incredible. And we do have 138 litre tank, which equals to about 1,340 kilometres per tank of fuel. This car will easily tow its 3.5 towing capacity. We probably need to fit some electric brakes to it for that. And we do have a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is drop the bonnet. We're going to jump inside the car, go through the quality of the interior and some of the features that you'll have while you're cruising around in this vehicle. So moving to the interior of our Toyota Hilux 200 series, we've got ample amount of room and all the controlling that we would need to drive cross country. Starting at my right over here, I don't know how well you can see it with the glare coming through our untinted windows, but we do have a full electric window control here with child lock and window control as well. Moving the steering wheel to the right, we do have our side mirror adjustment, traction control and center diff lock buttons. Right control arm does have our headlights as well as our turn signals. Moving this over to the left, and we've got our front and rear windshield wipers. We do have cruise control knob. It's hard to see from where you guys are, but just hiding on its own little control arm back here. We've got our volume and media settings here on the left of the steering wheel as well. Moving to the center, we've got a nice little clock up the top, which hasn't been adjusted for daylight savings. Just moving down from that, we've got this nice center command unit, which does contain a GPS unit. Throwing the car into reverse, and it does have a really nice big clear picture for our reverse camera. You can easily see that tow hitch as well. Just moving down from that, we do have a dual zone climate control, so just each side separately. Very, very handy to have, especially if you're going on long trips, which is what people typically do in these cars. Nice hard buttons to use all of those as well. This car is fully Bluetooth compatible, which is really good to have. Just under here, we do have an ashtray, which has never been used, and a cigarette lighter as well, which has also never been used. Cigarette lighter does come out of a 12-volt socket. Just below that, we do have a secondary 12-volt socket. Moving just down from this, we do have our off-road driving controls, and moving our transmission down into our drive mode, you can shift across the sports mode and shift manually through the gears when towing larger objects. Very, very handy to have. Handbrake just here on the side, and a nice dual cup holders in the center here with a removable center for larger items if you want to store them in there, and a nice cover to cover that up. No markings or scratches across this, which is really good to see. Another good thing about the Landcruisers is under here you've got massive amounts of storage. So in here, nice really big deep center console, and then dropping this down as well, you do have two tiers, so you can fit your phone or things you want to grab more readily in the top here, and then fit everything else in underneath, which is really good to see. Just have a look at the condition of our cloth seats, carpet, as well as our dash and our passenger side door trim. This car is absolutely fantastic. It, like I said, it has done a little bit of Ks. It's done 80,000 Ks, which is typical for a car of this year, but it presents absolutely fantastically. Now, as for its service history, it's got its first service done at 11, next one at 22, 39, then we got 50, 60, 72, and then we did an intermediate service right now at 80,000 K. So far, great condition interior, actually fantastic condition interior, brilliant service history, great condition on the outside, brand new tires. This car is ticking all the boxes so far. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is jump in the back, and we're going to have a look at how much space you'll have in the middle row of our Landcruiser. Right guys, so sitting in the back here, I do have heaps of legroom in the Landcruisers and headroom as well. As I mentioned before, I'm about 6'1", so a seat like this or a car like this rather, with so much room is just really, really integral for long trips, which is really good to see. Condition in the back, just as good as the front. Carpet, fantastic as well. We do have nice adjustment down here for our rear air conditioning, which is really good to see. Everything that we need to control all down there, and the headlining actually appears to be in fantastic condition as well. Bit of nice ventilation up towards the roof here as well. So that's the back of our Landcruiser, guys. Alright guys, so thanks for taking the time to watch our walk around video of our 2013 Toyota Landcruiser 200 series. I hope this video has answered any questions you have about our vehicle. Reasons to buy this vehicle, obviously it's a Landcruiser. There's just so many arguments in favour of buying Landcruisers. This one is in fantastic condition, both inside and out, full service history, V8 diesel with a tow bar already fitted to it. It's just ready to go, especially if you're going to be going around the country. I highly recommend it. One other thing to point out, guys, this car being in such good condition, it actually does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which gives you 5 years roadside assistance and 10 years roadside assistance, 5 years mechanical protection. That roadside assistance actually is valid all Australia wide. So if you are going around the country, you are protected for 10 years for breakdowns around the country as far as roadside assistance goes. So guys, I'd just like to finish off by saying Berwick Mitsubishi, customer service is where we thrive, so please give us a call at 9907 0555.